All right, this is Randalicious. Welcome to the 28th Hexis podcast. For those of you watching the stream of this, feel free to put some topic suggestions in the chat, and we will add some of those on. And those of you watching the YouTube video of this description, there's a form. Fill that out to give us some suggestions for our next podcast. This is the last Hexis podcast. 20. Get into it. Randalicious, of Hexis.
Trance, I'm rank 1 Twitter at OSRS_Trance.
Trickool, and I'm a general in Hexis.
Aubrey, I'm 3 bananas in Hexis.
I'm Ace2cool, and I'm the grandpa of Hexis.
My name is Hail Vegeta, and I'm a recruit in Hexis.
Some weak ass introductions. Rest of you guys besides Trance. All right, so
Didn't really think about it that much.
I let my Twitter games for itself, Randy.
all right,
I don't need advertisement to get the favorites, you know.
powerful networking advantage. Let's get it going though. First question, Trickool, you're working on the Best of the Hexis podcast. How's that project coming along? Is it gonna be ready for everyone for Christmas? Sure, it's what everyone is waiting for. That will be the biggest. You will deliver more joy with that than Santa will.
Well, if you've all been good and girls, you might wake up to it and find it in your sub box all nicely wrapped. Ging just finished off watching the last 3 casts yesterday, watched about 7 hours of them. So yeah, props to him. He's currently downloading and editing them into a rather vanilla format.
A what?
It's vanilla format. It's going to be quite plain, but you should hopefully still enjoy it. It's going to be about anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours long. And yeah,
Wow.
he's having lots of fun putting that together today, doing some AFK fishing. But yeah, it'll be out soon.
Good to hear. So, all right, about a week ago, I had a fishing trawler event, which, hey, shout out to everyone who came. There was literally like 200 people there, which is ridiculous. But someone told me to, how did it go for me? What could have been done to improve it? So, the fishing trawler event was just pure AIDS. It took me 13 hours to get the full set. I started, and on my first boat, I got the boots on my first thing, and you see, like, in the interface, when you go to your net, at the top right, there is a dump button. I thought that the dump button was a collect button, and I dumped my boots on my first boat. That pissed me the fuck off. So I guess to improve that, change it into a goddamn collect button. The dump, you don't have to dump your shit. If you don't collect it, it just dumps itself. Then about 7-8 boats in, I got the legs. That was the first piece that I had to show for. And after that, about 2-3 boats later, I clicked on the net. I lagged, but I got the top. I saw the fucking top in the collect thing, but since I was lagging and my interface closed, and I couldn't reopen my net, so my top disappeared. So I missed out on a second piece there. I will accept that I was a jackass and hit the dump button. Me getting fucked out of that top pissed me the fuck off. Yeah, I mean, I ended up getting my second piece to show for it after 6. I should have been done with it in under 6 hours, but it took me 12 and a half, 13, due to the dump button and me lagging. That's just absolutely ridiculous. So it would take anyone on the team half of their lunch break, change the dump button to a collect button. I was told that you used to be able to collect shit and it would collect being noted. Why the fuck is that not noted? and if you open up the interface and close it, you should still be able to re-loot from the net. Just because you didn't, like, your shit is still there. Your shit shouldn't vanish. So some improvements like that, I guess. But I wasted 12.5 hours to get the outfit, and then I still didn't even compete for the fishing cup. So looks even worse now than what it originally did. But okay. Speaking of the cup, how do you guys feel about the results from mining still not even being released yet? Mining was the first one, fishing was the second. We still haven't gotten the results for mining. It's been well over a week since it has ended.
It's been 16 days and 22 hours since mining has ended. And they still haven't
No, started.
Started.
No, ended.
It
No.
did not. It did not.
End
It did
2
not
weeks
end
ago.
on the 4th.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Trance
Whatever.
count.
Since the Skilling Cup.
Nine days
Hey.
then.
Hey, Trance, that doesn't add up.
Still, the point is, gentlemen, at this point, it's like, it's beyond the point of incompetence to the point where there has to be something wrong where they literally cannot post results because the data warehouse isn't supplying them. Like, I'm honestly like almost convinced that that's the cause.
I'm gonna have to agree with Trance. There's probably something definitely messed up in the data warehouse where it didn't calc right, or something messed up where the hours didn't work the way they wanted them to do.
Yeah, I refuse to believe that someone is that much of a bone idle git and that something has definitely gone wrong and he's just too scared to face the wrath of Hexis Twitter. Because he called it on one of the streams, so we go mad at him for breaking everything, and if he comes out and says, oh yeah, we fucked up, then yeah, he's going to be getting a bit of bullying.
We're obviously in
Some
we're
of us
obviously in
might
his
be
head if
walking
he's
over.
making comments on Q&As.
I don't know. I think it's honestly like, I'm with Trance. Like, after a couple days, we were like kind of laughing about it and joking about it. Like, when it'll happen, blah, blah, blah. Posting shit on Twitter about it. But like at this point, it's laughable. I don't know. I'm with you guys. I think like there's something legitimately wrong. Like, I don't think that we're ever going to see these results. That's honestly my opinion about it. I don't think we're ever going to see them.
Pretty likely. Rip like a lot of mills.
Oh man,
For all those
I
hours.
demand full refunds for
I
everyone.
want restitution.
Hey, the Skilling Cup was just a sweet sink that y'all couldn't see in the long run. That's what it was.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense that is what is wrong. Like, people shouldn't be getting mad at Ronan because they need to realize it's not his job to go through and determine all of everyone's XP to make sure that it's legit. Ronan has absolutely nothing to do with that. Just because he's the face and head of all the events that are going on, if he tells someone to do something and they don't do it, Ronan shouldn't be the one getting all the backlash for that. The person who we should be mad at is some guy who we've never heard of, and Ronan's just taking all the blame for him.
I think he's at all responsible.
I mean, it's not his job. Like, his job is to just relay the information that he gets. If he's not given any information, there's nothing more he can do. He can say, get this information ready for me on Monday. But if the other guy didn't do his job, then ultimately is that dude's fault. Ronan's just the one getting the backlash for it. It's some other guy that we've never heard of who's the one who...
It's kind of like what happens with Matt K when he first announced bombs. He was just the man who gave the bad news.
No, no. Matt K had a say in that.
Well, to stay on topic, we were talking about how at a point it was it was laughable for a couple days, but now it's scary.
Yeah.
When we tweeted him on Friday, Ronan said, "Oh yeah, they'll be shared on Monday to coincide with the results of the PVM and PvP cups." Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no problem. Wasn't shared. That was kind of funny. Dude didn't show the guy who's supposed to do everything didn't show up to work on Tuesday. Because I remember I tweeted and someone said like, "Oh, he's out of the office today," and I tweeted saying, "Well, was he out of the office on Friday and Monday? What's up with that?" But yeah, I think we have to accept that something really got fucked up and they're just trying to stall or figure out some way of being able to go through that XP to make sure everything is good. It was doing it this way as opposed to the skilling arena was supposed to be better because it was taking the best of the best of the best and giving us as much time as we really wanted to do it. But it appears as if the skilling arena, in hindsight, was the better option. And
I feel like it's still his job though. Like, okay, if something happened on the data warehouses and or whatever that is, that's fine. I mean, at least tell us though. Like, it's still his job to relay the information to us. And I feel like like we're so in the dark at this point.
Yeah, he's not told us anything.
what
He
what
just doesn't give a fuck.
what if the guy in the data warehouse is saying, there's a chance we can get everything, but it's gonna take some time? Like, I
That's what
agree.
he
I
says.
agree. I would have at least liked to see something like, we're still going through all of the data. It's taking longer than what we had anticipated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
If they just said that, it'd be like, that's more than enough.
Yeah,
but
they're
he
just-
won't.
I agree.
I mean, we
Even said
still
that he'd
bitch
announced
about it, but
something
at least
about
we
it.
have something to go off
Yeah.
of.
He updated the site saying that there would be news on the Skilling Cup results by the end of the week, and we're going into the next week, and we've still not
The end
heard
of
a
the
damn
week.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it falls on Ronan's shoulders, but that's just me.
Do you think that there should be any refunds on the Skilling Cup?
No,
No,
definitely
way.
not.
Yeah,
It's
roll back
ridiculous.
everyone's XP that they gained. It's not fair.
Fuck, dude. I want my
Money back?
yeah, dude.
Went through a lot of fucking sweets.
9 mil for an hour of fishing.
I mean,
You have to
Vegeta said-
campaign for a riot in Falador.
I would say the only thing Ronan is at fault for is not being more clear and up to date with us as to what's happening.
By the way, I say, like, if you're assigned a project, like, you should know beforehand, like, if it's possible or not. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like there was no preparation done for this skilling.
Brings a
Cup.
whole new meaning to the Skilling Cup catastrophe.
Yeah,
Oh,
zero.
it really does. Summarize your RuneScape adventures in 2015 and what you hope to accomplish in 2016.
So for me, 2015 was fishing and agility, and I'm hoping that 2016 will also be fishing and agility.
Yawns.
That it?
That it?
No
Come on
farming?
now.
Imbue, I guess.
Oh god.
Farming, you know.
Uh, 2015 consisted of like burning out and coming back like 3 or 4 different times. So hopefully 2016 I just don't burn out at all. I don't know.
My 2015 adventures were where I completed 200 mil smithing. Had recently joined Hexis in the beginning. Maxed a lot of my skills. Then in November, late November, I found out the hard way how to not fuck about with 50 mil. And my 2016 adventures, I hope to complete max and actually
Rebuild?
get a fire cape and rebuild. Yeah.
What about successfully fucking about with 50 mil?
Yeah, rebuild. Successfully.
Don't
fuck
let
about with
the
50
mill
mil.
fuck about with you.
For me, I maxed in April, so the first bit of the year was still working on max. Spent like 6 months doing like XP waste completionist stuff. And then I've gotten back to skilling in like October, and next year I hope to maybe get Bronze Star or just get a lot of XP. I don't really have any particular goals.
For me, got 5 200 mils, like 2700 EHP, kind of nice. And I'm hoping that next year consists of 200 mil prayer. I don't really know what else I would have planned after that. 2015 consisted of a lot of Bibles, and I hope 2016 consists of the completion of all of them.
Well, 2015 was like my first full year, I guess.
Full time.
I racked in like 5400 EHP. Which is it's alright. I mean, do better next year. We'll see.
You think so?
No, probably not.
A lot of fucking hours.
That runecrafting month's going to drop from your year.
Yep.
Set you back a bit.
Yikes.
Any plans
gotta-
of trying to beat it?
Hell no.
Oh.
I would never do that again. Don't do that. Really, don't do that.
All right. So let's look back on the year a little bit more. What do you guys think was the best update of the 2015, and what was the worst update of 20?
I think the worst update of 2015 was Deadman mode, due to the fact that it just took players off the main game and put them on a different game that was due to die basically within a couple months anyways, based on what would happen when you would die. It was too harsh of a mode, and people would just, it was basically set to quit. Like after you died, you basically quit because you don't feel like rebuilding again. And for the best update, I haven't really, don't really know.
Left click anvil?
Left click anvil. Left click anvil. That is
Yes.
correct. That is the best update.
I don't know how you didn't think of that.
I don't know. I forget that. I've been out of the Smith game for like at least like 2 weeks now.
Rip one bill.
Yeah, rip. Yeah, that's what one bill does to you.
Best update is Big Mo. Gotta love the Big Mo. Big boy Mo. Worst update, Escape to Close Bank.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that though?
Yeah,
I'm interested to hear your reasoning behind that.
Because I believe
Values.
I believe it'll eventually lead down the path to automatic banking, like in
Presets.
R3. Presets, yeah,
banking
where you just
presets.
click one button, puts everything in, takes everything out.
Used those on RS3 whilst I was doing agility, and they are incredible. Bank in a tick. Amazing.
I would say best update. I like diaries a lot. Permanent free to play was also good. Worst update, even though I really like Zulrah, I'd probably still say Zulrah because it took a total shit in the economy.
I think the best update of the year was the GE. Being a viable prod like myself, GE was real nice. Made Bibles a lot. Like, I would not have been able to do Herblore without the GE.
Oh.
I could not imagine having to post like selling super defense pots and someone coming to me for 5. I would have just ripped my brains out.
I'm gonna butt in real quick. I agree with Herblore. It'd be absolutely fucking AIDS to do Herblore with Zybiz, but I'm gonna say for runecrafting, Zybiz made my runecrafting gains feel much more tangible. I don't know why.
Because you got to have fun with the people that would PM you.
Yeah,
Well,
OG
like-
Zyvez, never forget.
Well, I guess there's that. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know.
Can I buy 10K for 235?
Like I don't like when I tried to sell like 3 mil nats, I actually felt like I sold 3 million fucking nats. Like that's crazy, but like
Like, it was an
just sold a couple
accomplishment to
100K.
sell them.
yeah, just sold a couple 100K in 10 seconds. You know what I mean?
Like X's points with his like farming.
All right.
You can go. I think it was Aubrey's next, or Trickle.
Oh, sorry. Diaries with all the subsequent diary fixes.
Is
So
that best or worse?
best. So they'll probably keep going until 2016. And worst update was Dirty Mime Top. That was gross.
I'd probably agree with Randy. Say the best update be the GE, because I didn't like trading with people. I hate posting on Zybez and stuff like that. And GE is just so convenient. And then worst update, I would probably say Zora, just what it did to the economy, and also I don't like the fact that you can make like that much money an hour still, especially when it first came out. And to comment on that further, a terrible update was to make those scrolls 1K, one drop each. I think there's a question later on about that. But
Surprised none of you mentioned microtransactions.
didn't really have a biggest impact on the game as I thought it would.
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah.
would. I thought it would have been a lot worse. And
Also surprised somebody didn't say best and worst was Zora.
Aubrey did.
Too mainstream.
Oh, best and worst are the same.
Best and worst.
looking forward to another year of updates. We'll see. I mean, next year is going to be all Zaya oriented. And hearing about it since 2014. By the time we finally get to it. So we were supposed to do the podcast on Friday, but my power was out. And we had to push it back to today. This is a good thing that happened because there was a Lynx Titan AMA on Reddit yesterday, which is insane. This guy does not. This is, I guess, his coming out party. And, well, what did you guys think about his AMA? What were some of the best highlights from it? Did you enjoy reading it? What have you?
I was surprised that he did it. What's even more surprising is the fact that he spends 5 minutes outside per week. What the fuck's he doing with those 5 minutes? Like, really? Like, what the fuck?
Smoking a fat dude.
Like, what the fuck? 5 minutes? You kidding me, dude? Like, 30 seconds taking out the trash maximum. That's what I say. Disappointed, really.
I think the best highlight was to find out that he uses IRL alts. Not only does he use alts in game, but he has his family basically cook him food twice a week and go to the store for him where he doesn't have to leave his computer to do that. And also that he plays Guitar Hero while he AFKs some of his tasks. I thought that was pretty cool.
I've always been a proponent of bread in my life. It's probably the thing that I eat the most, so I'm glad that I have that in common with Lynx.
I thought it was super cool. Like, I mean, we basically don't know like anything about him, so it's really neat to get to find out more about him, like information and shit. All this stuff was kind of expected. I thought it was pretty funny to read some of the comments and stuff as well. Yeah, it's just really interesting, and I agree with Trance. It kind of shocked me. Like, he just didn't strike me as the type of person that would ever really care enough to. Like, he doesn't really care what other people think about him to the point where he'd do something like this. But it was cool to see, cool to read, and I enjoyed it.
I had a whole lot of fun reading it. My favorite part was that he eats bread and lasagna. Like, that's it. I saw that someone was, or I'm sorry, I was very shocked by this. Like he's been a mysterious figure the whole time. So this was really surprising. I had a lot of fun reading it. There were like 800 something comments on it at that time that I read it, and I did read every comment on there. I saw someone actually make a comment, like someone asked a question, and someone like made a comment saying like, "Oh, we all know that's you, Randy." Like, I thought that was funny. I don't know what the person was asking, but really, really great. It got me thinking, oh, would people want an AMA or Randalicious? But then I thought, nah, no one gives a fuck about me. It was a lot of
You
fun to read.
stream, so it's different.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to read. I really liked it a lot. And liked that he was just honest with every question that he answered. Great.
Yeah, I agree with what Vegeta said, really. For him to go from a player that we know virtually nothing about to knowing his sleeping pattern, his height, his weight, what he eats,
His workout.
yeah, what he does other than RuneScape. He even answered a question about having Asperger's syndrome. All of that overnight, it just really seems out of character for Lynx. But it was a lot of fun to read. I read it whilst he was answering them, and he didn't reply to a comment for 20 minutes, so it was over. But yeah, it's also it's like cute, some of his answers. Like he talks to his mum about RuneScape, and Lynx Titan it was named after a cat because he likes cats. I don't know. I just find it really quite adorable that he's just a normal person and not a machine.
I think it was kind of cool, like, because we like put him up on this pedestal, and it seemed like with him answering those questions, it kind of like brought him down to our level. Like we could like relate to some of the shit that he does and stuff. You know, that's how I feel.
Were there any like really funny comments from other people that you saw in there? Whether they were
There's one comment. He didn't answer. He said, "It's like Trance, kill a brandy, fuck one, kill one, marry one, go."
I forgot about that. How did we miss that?
that comment was fantastic.
He's Jeb alive.
He is now.
He was born again.
He was born. Jebram was just recently baptized. Everyone.
Represented for his sins.
God bless.
For me, there was a comment that someone said. Some guy commented saying, "Now, like, I'm gonna do an absolutely horrible job delivering this." But someone said, like, it's not a healthy playing for 17 hours a day. But then someone said, you probably are pretty. Pretty much, some guy said like he does spend. Some other guy said he spends 17 hours a day on the computer just browsing Reddit.
No, but seriously though, he's probably more healthy than a lot of the fucking nerds who commented on that shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like,
Hey, it is 60 push-ups a day.
like
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
60
like
push-ups
that.
and sit-ups a day ain't gonna get you and be a fucking bodybuilder, but that is a lot more exercise than a lot of people actually do. Like,
Yeah, it's more than
I
I do.
run to
Keeping
the
himself in
toilet,
check.
and that's
more than
it.
I do.
I thought it was cool to see like just how like planned out he has everything. Like he's very organized for what he does.
It's part
Goes to bed
of
at
his-
11 on weekdays and 1 a.m. on weekends.
I thought that
It's
was
the
a
same
little
sleep schedule.
interesting because like
Yeah.
why? I don't know why it's
Does
any
the same
different.
shit every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of Asperger's is liking routine. It's probably why
Yeah.
he has to have the same meals and do the same, everything in a routine.
Yeah.
I might just be talking out my ass and not knowing a thing, but I
Ass
think
Yeah,
that's
it's
part
one
of
of
it.
seen of like autistic
I
people
mean,
I've known.
lasagna's
It's
pretty
very much
fucking
the
good,
case.
but I couldn't eat it every day for 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
Did you guys do the Christmas event? And if so, did you like it? And also, what are your thoughts on the event being so easy and quick that a lot of people have made alts to sell the rares given from completion?
I did not do the Christmas event. I'm not gonna do the Christmas event.
Oh, why not? Come on.
I have reindeer hat already. Like
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
The fats are still enough money to make them efficient to do,
I don't want to do
unless
it.
you've got infinite GP.
You know how I roll, Trickool, you know.
He's got to be an outsider. Vegeta's got to be the outsider.
I mean, like I'm not like pressed for money. Like I don't know. I don't really care for the stuff you get from it. And what are your thoughts on the event? I don't think they should like do these events. Like I realize like it's cool like the community interact, but they should just like find a different way for party hats to enter the game. 'Cause, like at this point it's just kind of stupid, in my opinion. I don't know.
I did the event and thought it was okay. I mean, it's just like any other event. You got to run around RuneScape doing stupid stuff. And then my thoughts
Isn't that
on
just RuneScape, period?
Yes, I know. You don't have to butt in. Run me over.
Wow.
But yeah, the thoughts on the event and people making alts. I just think it's like ridiculous because when they drop this stuff, the one day I know some people that made like 20 mil on the first day just picking up.
Oh, that's for
when they
another
were
one.
dropping like thousands.
That's for another one.
Whoa, spoilers.
I didn't know I jumped. Not my
See,
fault.
that's why I've got to put in. Just giving away the
Uh,
game now.
I didn't do
Oh,
the
rip.
event yet, but I probably will because statistically, each holiday event saves you like 100 hours off AutumnElegy
What?
on average. Just the
Yeah,
reindeer
reindeer
hat.
hats for the
So
course of
statistically-
How much
many
did
events.
Reindeer Hat do in total?
Statistically, you should do the events. You never know.
Did
Yeah.
you do the now my question for you then is did you do that shit during the summer? The
Yeah, the midsummer event. You
Yeah.
get that
In case the
druidic
massive
you
rift
got
boost
that
or
little
something.
sunshine
mask,
face?
Yeah. Yeah.
The sunshine ace.
Hey, that had potential. You had to like hug a tree or some shit with the
yeah,
mask.
yeah,
That
it
had
was
potential for, like,
possible. It
some-
could have been like a fucking 1 or
That's what
2
I'm saying,
tick
that's what I'm
fishing
saying.
method or wood
Woodcutting
cutting method,
meta.
what have
Yeah,
you.
you use it on the fucking teak tree. Hug the shit out of that bitch.
Hug the shit out.
Look it till it drops.
To be fair, that's probably what people thought about the reindeer hat until they actually found a use for it. So.
Exactly.
I used to fucking hate the reindeer hacks. It's so ugly, and of course, it's the one thing that's actually used.
It's beautiful in every way.
Have you named your reindeer hat? I'm just curious, Trickool.
No, it's a part of me. It's called Trickool.
You have named it.
Just an extension of his
It's
body.
like a limb. Yeah, it's like a limb.
Extension.
Wait, you actually think it looks good, Trickool?
Oh, I'm gonna keep it on my outfit, I think, afterwards.
That's like Stockholm syndrome. You're a slave to it, and it's
Can't
it's
get enough of the
convinced you
reindeer
that
hat.
that you're in love with it, but you're really not.
Imagine if
He's
you
gonna
use
have
any,
separation anxiety disorder if he takes
Exactly.
it off.
Imagine if you use any holiday hat, like any Christmas hat, to spawn snow. At least where the reindeer.
Oh, that would be awesome.
No way.
That would devalue his reindeer hat. He doesn't
Yeah,
want
then
that to happen.
Well, would you still prance at
No,
that
but then
point to get
I'd
a
be the
snow?
individual who still uses the reindeer hat. So I win.
Okay, I did do it. Yeah, I did it on 5 accounts actually. You know, it fucking took 20 minutes to do it on 4 accounts simultaneously. Sold it all for like 1.3 mil. And then I went and did it
Damn.
on my main, and that took like 8 minutes. And sold that shit for like 350k. Did it on my main for the black and white Santa hat. Not really, because that really fucking fast to do. I thought the storyline behind it was kind of dumb. Like, why would Anti-Santa give away his plans that easily? If he's been working all year to try to destroy Christmas, and he gave away his plan. He gave away his plans in 30 seconds.
It's like anti-Santa's not real or something.
This anti-Santa is the school team.
Horrible
I
storyline. Horrible storyline. Also, I just want to take this moment to complain about how big tree in Varrock is, how ugly it
Holy
is, and all
shit.
of that snow.
Fucking snow.
The snow is horrible.
The third,
Need a snow
the
toggle.
third mage run of the day, and it just kills you.
Trickle said not even Flux can save you at that point.
No, you gone, you're gone. I've not done the event just yet, probably do it. What I did with the Halloween event is I raced the system update counter for it to get taken out of the game. To play a
Ooh,
bit faster than
That
I
could be
find it
kind of
quite
fun.
But yeah, I'll
It
just
takes
do
like
that.
2 minutes from what I've heard.
Yeah, you've got 10 minutes to do it, and it'll take about 8. So
No, I heard it takes like 3.
You could probably 3 would be. I don't know if I'd believe 3. I'd believe 5 though. But still kind of Christmas related. What do you guys think about the J mods? You know, they've received some criticism for spawning hundreds of thousands of party hats, crackers, Santas, and whatnot into the game for what some people have made a huge amount of money. Do you think the JMods are taking the right approach as to how they address these rare items? Because let me just say, in 2013, the items randomly were coming into the game. You know, like in the summer, it was like one spawn per world, and this when the hella people were playing it, they were coming in very slowly like that. And then for Christmas, you did the Christmas event, you got everything, 2 of each. But not like I heard them on stream. John said he said I did several 100,000 of like one item. That's fucking insane. What do you guys think about the whole ordeal?
It's definitely excessive, but I don't think it's anything to sort of get your knickers in a twist about. I reckon you'll be alright. Everything will be alright, long term.
I mean, from the beginning, they wanted to be worthless, so this is just basically getting them to their worthless set state, basically, where they're absolutely worth nothing. But people will still buy them because they want fat stacks.
Literally.
I think it's
Oh, I get it.
I think it's crazy how many hundreds of thousands have come into the game, like they're saying. If you guys have been buying any of this shit, please, if you're watching this as a YouTube video and you have had GE offers in the whole time, tell me why you're buying it. Like why are you wasting your money? Why? Why? I guess one thing that I like is that a Santa hat's going down in price. They're fucking like 8K each now. If they work their way down to 1K each, I might try to get like 1,000 of something.
To answer the question, I don't mind how they approach giving them out. However, I've never understood the correlation between party hats and Christmas events. So I don't see why they can't give out party hats throughout the whole year instead of just around Christmas and New Year's.
That's when
Yeah,
they
I think
originally
they should
give
give
it
out
out.
party hats.
Yeah,
all
why don't
year.
they give out party hats for the old school birthday as well? I mean, they're still the same function. You
4th of
put-
July.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, I think they should just, like, at
I
least
mean, like
one.
a Santa hat is definitely Christmas orientated, but a party hat can be.
I mean, on
Yeah,
stream earlier, Ronan literally spent an hour.
Well, hey,
cooking
what
the
party
holiday
hats
box.
come from Christmas crackers though?
Yeah, but he doesn't only spawn crackers like
I
the
know,
original
but I'm like
Christmas event did.
you said it's not in any way like oriented with Christmas, but like
No, I just meant like the party hat itself is a thing that's worn all year round, not just for New Year's, right? Am I
Well, I
right?
don't know about you, Trance. Don't sit and play RuneScape with a paper hat on any other day but Christmas.
Oh.
Imagine those little cone ones that you get for birthday parties.
The Burger King ones too.
those are crowns. There's a difference between them.
Ace just stuck on those royal crowns, dude.
It's all about the royal crown.
Hey, so many times did you go to Burger King for your birthday, or go to Burger King and say it was your birthday just so you could get the crown?
0?
Oh,
It's McDonald's.
enough.
that feels like something
McDonald's?
that feels like something I think you would have done at least 4 times.
They always give me an extra toy.
Hell yeah. Dude,
You
the
just
ball
gotta, you gotta
pit
pick in a couple of
McDonald's that I
voice
had?
cracks, and I believe you're a ninja.
Alright.
My thoughts, I don't know why people are still paying like 50K for blue party hats, but I don't really care that much. It's not like they're bringing GP into the game.
I don't really care. But like Ace said, like they want to make these worth. Like I can think of a lot better ideas to make them worthless than just like spawning them spastically over and over on a RuneScape live stream.
You want to make them worthless,
then-
put 10,000 of them in every player's bank.
Nah, like you just like make. What is the guy that gives you the holiday items? Diego.
Django.
Make it a GP sync.
Django.
Dora
Yeah,
and
Make
Diego.
them sell party hats for like 1K each or something. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should do that.
I mean, that sounds. I mean,
Then what's the point of getting them out on stream if they're only worth 1K each? No one would
exactly. They don't give them out on a stream. They
go. But
focus on
it
skilling
really is
cup
a nice
results.
community event. Like
yeah,
the
get,
worlds that
get
the
everyone
worlds
involved.
that Ronan was on were filled with 2K people.
Okay, well,
So?
he could still drop
I wouldn't
them,
be
but they won't
surprised
be
if
worth more than
Ronan's stream.
1K.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ronan's stream brought 1,000 players online that weren't online previously.
For
Also
here to
remember-
stay?
Huh?
You think it brought 1,000 new people to the game?
No, not new people. People that weren't online into the game. Like people who already play but saw the stream and said, "Hey, well, I should log on to RuneScape today."
It's like
That otherwise
5 minutes
wouldn't
of daily
have.
satisfaction.
That's his fucking job. The point of the stream.
I think with 1,000 is way too high.
I'm not saying new players playing. I'm saying people that already play saw the stream, which had like 8,000 viewers, and said, "You know what? I should log on RuneScape."
Let's put it this way.
Just gonna
Probably
give it out
1,000
party hats.
people. It wasn't 1,000. It was probably close to 1,000 alts probably logged in.
Well, they don't care if it's alternate.
1,000
true.
alts that were offline.
It's 1,000 paying members, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they already had it.
Yeah, I don't care. I could think of better ways to put them in the game. But
All right, so on the Q&A, on the most recent Q&A, Archie said he really likes the idea of a rooftop agility course on top of the God Wars dungeon where you will run around and see people killing the boss, and you can potentially fail it and fall into the boss room.
Jesus
I'm
fucking Christ.
I'm changing the question. How stupid of an idea is that? Not what are your thoughts? How stupid it? Give me a rating 1 to 10. 10 being
I'd like to thank
10
you,
being the worst thing since the GE rooftop agility.
Dude,
I'd like to thank you all for nominating me first on this question.
I did that on purpose.
Okay, it's dungeon. It doesn't have a top. There's no rooftop of a dungeon. So there's that. And the fact that he likes rooftop agility, what does that even mean? Does he think, running around rooms is pretty cool? Or does he think, wow, clicking in circles for 2,600 hours is just awesome? Why not give it away as an alternative?
Well, he doesn't think it's awesome because he actually said, well, you could at least watch the people killing it. That's better than looking at the next obstacle and clicking it.
he clearly has never done agility.
I just think of people running around entrance to God War's dungeon. Just that little hole in the ground. There's no rooftop for them to run on. It is the most fucking Archie idea since GE agility.
I want to see the mock-up though. I want to see them try to make it work.
Yeah, it's honestly, I didn't think they could get worse than GE agility. At least there's actually a roof on the GE.
He topped it.
I mean, the only thing that's kind of cool is the idea of like watching other people kill bosses.
Would you
Right,
do
That way you
that?
can like watch people do
Netflix.
duels, but like they
Have
could just make it so you can
access
watch
to the
people do
internet.
bosses.
You could watch YouTube videos, you could watch
Yeah.
streams, but instead you think, no, I'm going to go and get the agility requirement, which is probably going to be like 95, to go and stand on the top of a fucking door and watch someone attack a boss. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean this is the worst idea since GE rooftop. It's worse than that. I had to. So I actually watched this stream. I added in this question. It was the first one that I watched in a while. I had to pause it, and it was a combination of laughing and just utter disgust. Horrible idea.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this idea a Yukori. It's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at Yukori.
I I think it was pretty dumb. I didn't watch the Q&A. I didn't know this was actually going on until I read this question. That's how informed I am, I guess. But I will have to agree with everybody of what they said above. Like, stupid idea. Like, why? It would be cool to watch people doing the boss, though.
How many laps of rooftop agility do you think Archie's actually done?
Not enough.
I was just going to say
That's
something.
insane.
When he was showcasing Resizable, Jiklim asked for a picture of what the RD roofs looked like. He took a picture of the RD roofs and he wasn't even standing on one of the roofs that was part of the course.
He had to
Just
get the good angle. He had to get the good angle.
Oh, don't even try and sell me that. Instead of clicking to climb up some stupid little handholds, he decided to fucking find the coordinates for a different roof. Just typical.
All right, little Zaya part here now. They've had several tweets about it recently, and they said that the first batch of Zaya will be released January 7th. They're taking like a 2-week break before that even comes out. Like they're going on a holiday break here, so like there's really not much more that they're going to be doing in between now and the time of release. So it's pretty much done for the first batch. You guys plan on exploring it upon release, or wait until you know if it's worth it or not? I mean, what are you expecting? Whatever.
I plan on waiting to find out. To know if it's worth or not. Don't plan on going straight away because everybody's gonna be running around with their heads cut off trying to figure out what to do. So I'll just wait.
Probably go over and try things out. I think the main things that may have potential are soul runes and the blast mining. The other things seem that they probably won't be worth the time. But I think the main thing I'll try to do as soon as possible is soul runes to see if they're worth doing.
Well, you see, the thing about holding off to go and explore this large plethora of Zaya is that you're going to be missing out on all these lovely features that are going to be accompanying Zaya, and you want to go in head first and try and root them out.
Early bird gets the worm.
Exactly. I mean, where were you?
I don't plan on expanding it when it first comes out, mainly because like current goals basically I can do on this continent, I guess. Like yeah, when I finish off 99 RC here in a few hours, I plan on just doing agility, so no need for me to really go on Zaya.
Early bird gets the ban.
Oh, that's so good.
Autumn.
I'm not gonna explore yet. Same with Vegeta. What I'm doing in game isn't gonna take me over there. But if any, yeah, just nothing's gonna take me over there.
You let other people point out the high XP rate shit and how to do things and catch their bans, and then you can go over there and do what you need to do.
Have a go.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. It depends how long it takes. Like, how you got to get favor with the houses before you can access some of the content. And whether or not I do it day one depends on how long that takes. So I'm not gonna waste like 6 hours to do something that's probably never gonna work. But if it takes like less than an hour, I'll probably try it out the first day. But I'll probably just watch for the first couple hours. I'll be watching streams to see how long it actually takes you to earn favor, and therefore how long it would take you to actually access the content that looks interesting. But yeah, I'll wait until I watch some streams.
All right. What are your guys' thoughts, concerns, and predictions on the new farming minigame and blast mining that will be released with the first batch of Zaya? I believe that they said that XP per hour for blast mining is going to be like 60k something-ish. But they haven't confirmed anything for farming. So, What do you think about this? What are your thoughts, concerns, and predictions for methods?
Before I answer this, I just want to say I'm actually really impressed that they're releasing on January 7th.
Oh, we're
Like,
not
actually
there yet.
very impressed.
Don't say that until it happens.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
happen
agree.
yet. You just might have just jinxed
But
it.
Don't-
if
Hey,
they're
Skilling Cup
confident it's
results
coming
are
out on
gonna
the
be out
7th, then it's
Monday.
definitely
Release
coming out
show.
in January.
It does look like they've done a lot of progress.
And
so.
like earlier today on stream, Ronan said that Ash, Alfred, and Ghost were all in the office on a Sunday. So shout outs to them for coming on a Sunday. Graphics probably the biggest thing about Zaya, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Anyways, this question, I actually feel very passionately about this question because I in no way see how a mining minigame is necessary. There's no niche or void in mining that needs to be filled. Like,
Agreed.
the opportunity costs of doing Motherland Mine versus doing Granite and vice versa are perfect. The way you level them up, the rewards you get, the GP you get, the XP you get is perfect. I don't see why they need this blast mining shit. I asked Kieran to consider giving it fire making XP instead, because that honestly doesn't make more sense, but it makes like the same amount of sense to give fire making XP for blast mining. You're setting fuses, lighting fuses, blowing shit up. That you can definitely tie that in with fire making as much as you can mining. And you know motherfuckers would be all on board for like a 90k XP per hour fire making method that wasn't as AIDS as lighting logs, and you didn't lose money. Like, that would not be efficient in the slightest, but you know motherfuckers would do that shit. That'd be a really popular minigame, to be honest with you. So I'm actually like, honestly, I'm honestly mad that they're doing a mining minigame. It makes zero sense.
Yeah,
I,
I'm kind of
Oh, sorry, my bad.
annoyed about the mining thing. If it's gonna be 60k an hour, like fuck that. It's not gonna be as click intensive as Quarry, and that's just too high. Like I really don't see the need for it. It should either be high profit, like higher profit than load and really low XP, or be like really click intensive, almost no profit, and like comparable to Granite if it's gonna be out at all. But then it's just.
I mean, I actually think the rates he was giving are perfectly balanced. I just don't see why they're necessary.
Didn't they say it was gonna be like 500k an hour profit too?
No, I think it's
I thought it was like 250, 300.
yeah.
Even
Just
that is kind of a lot for
perfectly.
60k
The
an hour.
efficiency of 60k per hour with 250k, 300k GP profit is the same as 50k mining at Motherland Mine with 500k profit.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
that's probably
why
true.
the fuck is this necessary?
Yeah, I don't know. And like the farming minigame, it's actually probably going to be good because it's not going to be efficient at all, but a lot of people will do that because people hate spending money, and it'll cost like seed prices to go down.
I don't really care for both because I'm probably not gonna do both. I really don't have much to say on this. Forgot to erase my name, rip.
Well,
I definitely like what Trance said, that it mining like not having much room for something like this. So I would prefer they try to do something other than just a mining mini game, because it is quite quite well balanced at the moment. You sacrifice your XP per hour for GP, or you can sacrifice your GP for XP with Quarry and Motherless. So yeah, whatever.
it just doesn't really fit, but I'm always happy to see mining updated. So keep them coming.
Blame John C.
Alright, so Kieran tweeted earlier today that there will be a new tree on Zaya, and that the tree will have a specific use. Do you think this will be a relatively good XP per hour tree, or like what are you expecting from this tree?
It's going to be something really dumb, like it's going to be the Foundation log in sailing or something. They think they're being funny, but they're not. And I'm just sitting here with my fingers crossed thinking, come on, 2-tick, 2-tick, 2-tick.
I doubt it'll be good for XP, but I don't really know. It might be tied into the farming minigame or something.
It could have something that, I mean, is there a log in the game? Well, no, that's a stupid question. I was gonna say, is there a log in the game that doesn't allow you to make a ranged weapon out of? Like even Teak and Mahogany, you can make the crossbow stocks, right?
Yeah, you can make arrows out of the archy ones or something.
Archie.
Yeah. So if you use a knife,
Not archy trees, God.
if you use a knife in this log, it'll probably give you an option to make some sort of ranged weapon based like. So I think it will have something to do with ranged. I don't know what they could do to ranged because the blowpipe's fucking ridiculously overpowered. It'd have to be some sort of utility weapon.
Weapon is so incredible.
Yeah. Like a utility weapon, like a crossbow that freezes on hit or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, Arctic Pines you couldn't use a knife on, but you could split them.
I see this like I think wood cutting is one of the more like dull skills in the game currently that hasn't really received any updates as compared to other skills. So like I'd want to see some like high level, like high efficiency type wood cutting maybe, but I honestly don't think that's going to happen. I think it'll be more towards a yew or magic tree type tree, something that's like more profit than it is XP. But I would hope for the opposite.
I don't think it's going to be a good XP an hour, and I really don't know what to expect. Hopefully it's not useless content that they're going to bring into the game that like nobody's going to do, because they need to stop doing that.
I expect that it will be useless content. They said that they would pull everything that would be like new best training methods, and we haven't had a single poll about anything like that aside from the rune crafting one.
Yeah, why haven't we had a pull for fucking mining?
I don't know.
'Cause
I
it's
mean,
not the best.
they're
As what?
taking
It's
as
not the
discussed
best.
before.
Not
As
the fullest.
discussed before, like they're taking a lot of this in how they want it. You know, like even the next question even elaborates even more onto that topic. But it's not going to be a good XP per hour tree. I would be shocked if it had any actual use, and I'm just expecting it to be it's a big ass useless tree. A point I made pre-podcast when I was talking with Trance is that it's going to be shit XP because look at how big that fucking tree is.
Yeah,
There
that's
is
what
a-
I was thinking.
There is a strong correlation between tree size and XP per hour. It's going to be shit.
I think it could be similar to like it's gonna be like Zora scale fishing or something, like just absolutely useless.
Yeah. But I'm surprised they haven't pulled anything about buffing the Zora scale fishing just
Oh,
while
dude.
you mentioned that, because it is horrible.
Well, I saw somebody say in chat that they thought it would be similar to that or something, but yeah, Zora
That's
scale
another.
fish.
The Zora scale fishing is a joke in itself. Like
That was just honestly that was a waste of just time.
Dev time, yeah, everything about it. Scales then go down in
more
price, like useless.
It's not worth doing. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's atrocious.
like I don't know why they don't ask like
they're not even good as
input
monkfish.
from like people that know a lot from the game.
Are they
like-
more AFK than monkfish? Because you have to cut
Ah,
that
You have to
shit.
cut 'em.
No, and the spots are really far apart as well.
Whoa.
Less
It
GP,
affects
less
your XP and
XP.
GP quite significantly.
Does it have a higher rec? Because by higher rec, I mean
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
7 fishing and
And
there's
quests
a
are
cooking
better-
rack in there.
Probably a more difficult quest requirement as well.
Yeah, Piscator's
Yeah,
isn't a hard quest.
On song.
Or,
Ash
yeah,
wrote
Monkey
that
Bar.
quest.
Song and Song are probably just like the same difficulty, but
The monkfish like 60 something, aren't they?
65 I think,
Yeah, and those eels or whatever are fucking high.
87.
Let's just say
Crazy.
it's way too inefficient to do on a main.
They were made to help artificially alter the price of Zora scales, and all they did was make them more expensive because everyone panic sold them thinking it
Yeah.
was going to be like OP, and then panic bought them because it was dog shit.
Yep. Needs to be at
Does
least...
it require,
What?
does it require bait to do them as well?
Uh,
Because I know monkfish, you just need a fucking net.
I think you need just
I-
normal fishing bait.
I don't know. Don't know. Alright. Moving on though, with necromancy, it will be introduced as a spell book on Zaya, and according to Mod Matt K, it will involve resurrecting the corpses of fallen enemies, which you then have to fight to receive an undetermined amount of prayer XP. What are your initial impressions of this idea? This was deleted, but it's not being pulled. It's fucking coming. So, what do you think?
Really hasn't elaborated. Honestly, a lot of things that I said in this question were like just assumed. He really has not elaborated on it. I'm not even sure if it's coming out with the first batch. I'm assuming it is because I think they said they would use soul runes, so it makes sense to release necromancy with the soul altar. But since
Yeah,
it hasn't
it's
said
involved
anything
RKUs.
at all, is it? Do you guys know if it's coming in the first batch?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it could actually be efficient. It depends on how much XP you get, but more importantly, it depends on how much melee XP you get from killing the corpses. Like if you were on a Slayer task and you just resurrected the corpses of what you just killed, and you get like decent enough combat XP from killing it, and then you get prayer XP, free prayer XP. It could actually be efficient. If it is efficient, it's like barely efficient though. To the point where I don't really care, and it's annoying as fuck to do it. I actually kind of like it, because it could affect the price of Dragon Bones. Because, like I said earlier, with fire making, even though what I said with cheap fire making XP wouldn't be efficient for us, you know, motherfuckers would do some free prayer XP all day, every day, and that would actually affect the price of Dragon Bones.
Just makes me think of something that he was like at the office, went to take a shit, thought of it, and just tried to pitch to the other guys, and were like, "No."
He
we're not
took
doing
the
that."
shit out of the toilet and threw it on the table, and that was the idea.
But nah, it doesn't float well with me.
Hey, at least it's not a new skill. I think he wanted to be a skill at first.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes. Summoning was originally supposed to be called necromancy before they changed the name, so it's like in that area, the
That's what I
ballpark.
thought they were trying to do, like a spin-off of summoning without it just being what summoning actually is, which
Yeah.
is just pouch making.
I'm really looking forward to see like what this is like. Though it has some potential in that, like, by like resurrecting the corpses of fallen enemies, I'm wondering if it would perhaps work similar to the way in which, like, you know, when you're killing monkey skeletons, how they just like resurrect from their bones or like right on the spot. I wonder if it's gonna be something similar to that.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I imagine.
I can't imagine the prayer XP being anything than like at most maybe twice as much XP. Like, let's say you're killing like a Sukwa. I'm killing them right now. They drop big bones. Like, you resurrect like the Sukwa, and you kill it again. You would maybe get its bones would be worth twice as like you'd get twice as much XP
Hell
from
no.
the bones
much,
or something.
much more than that.
You think
It
so?
would have to be.
It
Yeah,
would
for
be.
burying his
I
dog
would
shit.
say it would be at least the same amount of XP.
Almost on the
as
same
Gilded
t-
Altar.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
more.
I
Which
mean,
is the only-
do you think
yeah,
they're
they're
gonna
only
do you
gonna
think
be
they're
like,
gonna be a
you
little
gotta
too
kill it, bro.
scared of making it really
You gotta spend
overpowered like
money
that though?
on Soul runes.
Yeah, I do.
Huh?
I think that, Randy.
I think they might be
I think
too
they
scared
should
of
tread
making it
lightly.
really overpowered, equivalent to a gilded altar thing. Like,
That's
I don't
not
know.
overpowered. You gotta fucking kill shit.
Yeah, like unless you can stop in one tick.
if you're
And that's
getting
something
all
you
of
can't
this,
kill in
if you're
one sitting,
getting all of
only
this
in
as
the regular
additional
levels.
if you're getting all of this as additional XP, like let's say for you, let's say the spell is like fucking imbue and it takes like no time to cast, and you just revive everyone that's here, and
That's interesting. What if you use that at Dagonoths?
yeah,
And you
yeah,
don't
and
even
then
fucking
it
notice.
Oh.
Is it gonna be more than one? Is it gonna revive everyone or just
That's
what's a
very
run?
possible.
I don't know, I mean,
you're not even a fucking...
Like if you like, what if you have all the bones around you, and like, what if it revives like all the bones in like a 3x3 area, but it has like
Yeah,
up
that's what I was about
to
to say just then.
like up to like 6 or 7, 8,
Hey, whoa,
9.
okay, guys, stop talking about this. Maybe they won't. Maybe they didn't think about that. That's next question.
Don't give them ideas.
Cut this out of the video. What do you put on YouTube?
We're giving them
I'm not fucking joking. You think I'm
Yeah,
playing?
you
but
should
I'm
probably
not.
cut this out. Yeah. Yeah. Because everybody will be rushing Slayer in like 2 seconds.
You guys in chat didn't hear anything.
Yeah. Delete
your
this
mouth
from your
shut.
minds.
All right. Moving on.
Thank you.
What do you guys think is gonna be some of the most devalued shit on Zaya? Like besides room crafting, what else do you think?
Sorry, what?
Just
Oh
woke up
my-
from your micro nap.
Jesus Christ! What
Get
shit?
mesmerized.
By what?
Well, everything has the potential to be
Lost in
devalued
the
by
flow.
unintentional things.
Most likely, or I'm sorry, most devalued.
I don't know. It's a place. Everything will be devalued. Even if they don't
toss-up.
want it to be.
Hey, you can't go wrong with mining. You can't go wrong with saying mining.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Dude,
say.
they
It could
have
either be
shit on that stuff.
it can be mining or it could be prayer based on what we just talked about.
We didn't talk about anything.
What are you talking about, Ace?
Yeah, what-
Don't recall talking about anything.
Oh yeah, I'm retarded. I'll get the face palm of the day right there. I'll take it.
Definitely gonna be farming, I think. New patches, new farming methods. Definitely farming. Trance.
I said you can't go wrong with mining.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, rune crafting, maybe. Well, either way, more people will be getting 99 rune crafting, which will be kind of annoying, but it probably won't be efficient unless necromancy is really OP. And that causes the price of soul runes to go up a lot. Farming high scores will be kind of fucked because right now farming high scores are like just a matter of time, like people doing farm runs, and if you really want to climb on the high scores, you have to do like herb runs and that shit. But now that there's gonna be a farming minigame, then it's just gonna be whoever camps that the most and doesn't give a shit about actual EHP and just wants a good rank. That's kind of lame because within like a few years, the top page will be mostly people that have done a lot of that, rather than just people who've like done a lot of farm runs and stayed consistent with.
No, that's a good point. Good point. Real good point. Alright, go ahead.
I was just gonna agree with Trance and say mining just because I don't know an awful lot about Zaya just yet. But I haven't read too much on it. But is there gonna be any type of new like hunting area on Zaya? I'm assuming there will be.
Probably, yeah.
They're
I'm
thinking
gonna
about.
take a shot in the dark and say hunter.
I don't think they've said anything about hunter stuff.
I think they'd have
Big
something.
place.
They were
They got
they were
something.
talking about something that they would possibly do for like the second batch, but it would be like fast XP but no money. So potentially,
Like Jadinkos.
potentially it could be
Oh,
something
I'll
that's
have
like
that.
220k
Lovely.
XP, but
Butterflies.
Butterflies are just XP all over again.
Yeah, free.
But I'm gonna
Bonus
take a shot in the dark.
agility and thieving for catching a butterfly.
Herbler Habitat was honestly fun though. I like that.
I liked Herbal Habitat. I just liked that every spawn and everything had a set of combination of plants that you had to plant and certain fertilizers you had to put on stuff. They're OP XP though. Jesus.
Alright. Next question. I still ask it. Who or what was it that first motivated you to start skilling at the level that you currently are?
Hexis in general, because I remember when I first joined Hexis, like the week after I joined, we were doing a competition, and I was picked last. And I was really mad. I did like a 110-hour week.
Yeah, I remember those the newbie trance days.
I'm undefeated in Hexis competitions. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Except
sure.
for fantasy HP.
Not in fantasy.
It don't matter. But yeah, it's the institution of Hexis, I guess.
The institution.
Texas University.
Ball so hard,
Fat
university.
Fucking gains.
I'm gonna have to agree with Trance. Like being in Hexis has motivated me to try to be more efficient, except when I have my burnout days and go to the load.
Yikes.
And then
Go to the load. Where else do you train mining? You don't go to the quarry.
Don't try
Yeah.
and fool the innocent viewers.
I will eventually attempt my 1 hour that I promised you at the quarry.
Hey, how many laps of natures did you do when you got 91 RC yesterday?
Oh, I did 3 laps and I was like, fuck this, back to lavas. I messed up on my second lap. I forgot to take my picture of me doing my 1 lap.
Do you
And
have
then,
yourself for fantasy EHP?
I do. It also made me more efficient having myself for fantasy EHP. I did bust out my greatest weekly when I was doing agility, which was 89 hours. Before that, before the competition, my best week was I think like 30 hours.
No,
I
it wasn't. It
did.
was like 60.
Yeah, it had to have been more than 30.
Oh no, it was 49. 49. I think it was 49. I lied. It was 49. I was like, wait, how's 30 hours with smithing? That's only 6 mil XP in a week. That doesn't make any sense. No, I've done more than that. So yeah, fantasy HP and hexes totally made me play better.
Well, the very first thing that motivated me was when I was playing RS, well, what is now RS3, but when it was pre-OC, I tried my hardest to be like Blomi and Alkan, but I took that knowledge to 07 and didn't really apply it. I just enjoyed being a noob again, stringing flex to 80 crafting and things like that, just for the hell of it. But when I came across Jebrin, when he first started to publicize that he was going for max and started streaming a bit more, that really got me into it and eventually led me to Hexis when Tomoa and Hexis merged, and it was his video talking about that merge that actually got me to go in the Hexis CC, oblivious to the fact that I could have joined it, but I had no idea. I didn't think I even had myself tracked on CML until like May 2013, so I had like absolutely no idea the whole concept of EHV. But from like there onwards, it's always been Hexis.
For me, I think it was just a lack of anything else to do at that point. Like the first like 6 months I played old school, I didn't give a shit about XP, and I was just gonna like get my combat stats up in PVM. And then I went back to RS3 because Divination came out, and I wanted to max again. And I got back into like the mindset of skilling, and then I went to the point where I was almost trimmed. Got bored of Castle Wars, so all I had left. Oh, and then I played my skiller for a bit and got bored of that, and then all I had left was going back to my old school main. And at that point, I just wanted to do skilling because it seemed more interesting. And I think watching videos by Etsk at the time also, crafting seemed really cool.
The first thing that ever got me motivated to start skilling, like I was in Hexis, I guess, or high level, high efficiency, whatever you want to call it, would be when I first watched Sick Nerd stream, like learning about aspects of high level skilling and what efficiency in EHP is.
Excuse me.
That's the wrong stream to be on.
Huh?
Keep going.
I'm just saying, like, he got me, like, that's how I found out about just, like, the high-level skilling community in general. And then what kept me motivated was, like, joining Hexis as a smiley and then wanting to become a full member. And then from here on out, Fantasy HP has motivated me some. And then just the motivation to keep getting HP and trying to get ranks up. as well as also I watch a lot of Laylador's videos. He has really good videos that I like to watch that motivated me early on.
I'm never gonna let this legend die. '07 Green Wave, my motivation. He is gone but never forgotten. He was like rank.
He's pretty forgotten.
Ugh,
Who is he again?
fuck off. As long as he lives, on through me, will never be forgotten. He was like rank 5, 6, time to max, and was banned. At that time, they had an automated system for banning, not WEF. And people know that at that time it was very flawed. Like, there were people that were hunters that were terrified, or people who were trying to max that were terrified to hunt because they feared a false ban. This guy was one of those who were scared of that. He ended up getting banned. The offense is for botting, but he used Trance AHK when it was an automated system. So
Ging also clocked a 2-week ban for doing absolutely nothing.
yeah, a
The
fatally
information given
flawed
was
time.
a full stop.
Yeah, that happened to my skiller. That's why I stopped playing my skiller.
But alright. I don't know if this is true, but the question states, how do you feel about the fact that Deadman mode is taking over the Q&As?
It took over like 2 Q&As maybe. I have mixed feelings about Deadman mode because it split the community a lot and it's caused a lot of people just like rage at the game, but it also brought a ton of attention back to the game, so overall I'd still say it's probably a positive thing, even if it was just like a big thing that's gonna fizzle out and already fizzling out. But the fact that it had like 25,000 or maybe even like 30,000 people watching RuneScape on Bodhi's stream at one point is a good thing for the game.
I haven't watched the Q&As, but I feel like they're still talking about something that's just going to be dead. They just need to just stop, since they've already said they're thinking about doing it seasonal. So they should stop talking about it.
They're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Well,
just no point for it. It was basically made so people could die, basically, and then
Well, since it's evident that it has brought a huge amount of publicity to the game. Fucking hell, Bodhi was like top on Twitch, streaming fucking RuneScape. And something that has been as successful as that, though short term, why would they just completely stop investing time and resources into something that has proved to be successful in its short run time? It just doesn't make sense to say, oh, it's going to be dead, it's going to be dead, it's dead, there's no point, just give up. They're going to try and keep it going as long as possible just because of the promotion it's giving the game. And it's Twitch, it's fucking free advertisement. It's like optimal for them. All they have to do is do a couple of tweaks. But admittedly, what else are they going to be doing? Zaya, and that's it. That's all they've got on the fucking board. I just don't like that everyone's like, oh, it's dead, give up, don't bother, don't try and revive it. Because it's done a pretty fucking good job so far. I don't like the game mode personally, but there's no denying that it's really doing a good job for the game and publicising it.
In terms of the actual question where it's talking about taking up time on the Q&A, it makes sense because it's new content that people would be curious and ask questions about it. And on top of that, there's just a lot of people playing it. You know, if 25% of the game is playing Deadman mode, then yeah, I think 25% of the questions coming in are about Deadman mode, if not more, because it's new content and there's actual like questions that need to be answered about the mechanics of the game and improvements. They're always looking for improvements for Deadman mode, and they've made a lot of improvements for Deadman mode. Like they reduce the amount of XP you lose if you're not skulled, and then didn't they make it so you don't lose like any XP if you die unskulled in safe zone? I'm wrong.
25%.
Yeah, I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah. So.
Alright, Commissioner Trance. What was the thought process behind shortening the fantasy league from 26 to 13 weeks?
A lot of it was honestly, it's a lot of fucking work for me every Sunday and into Monday to like make the spreadsheet and make sure everybody's competitions are correct. By the way, next week starts in like 45 minutes, so if you had major comp, make it now. And it's really fucking annoying, honestly. I mean,
Good old
I don't mind
in the 8-member rosters.
like 13 weeks.
He had a 6-man roster one time for like 2 days prior to the.
He had an 8-man roster that ended instead at the time it was supposed to start.
Like I can handle the 13 week. Like whenever I would go on the spreadsheet and see that there's like 20 weeks left, I just had a fucking headache. But you know, I can handle these next couple weeks, and you still get to play everybody else once, so it's still fair.
I think it is. I thought it was a good move. Like it's at this point, it's pretty obvious what teams are going to be making the playoffs and what aren't. I feel as if the last maybe 8 to 10 weeks probably would have just been used for seeding. So I like it. Vegeta, what about you?
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, it kind what? It helps my team out in the long run because I think my guys will be able to play more. Like they would be able to play less if it went further on into the year. And yeah, props to Trance for working hard on it. I don't blame him for shorting it. I don't mind it. It's still equally as fun and entertaining and enjoyable.
Now, if we just get lava scaled down for the.
You gotta adapt to the ever-changing game, man.
It's not ever changing. We can set the rules.
Randy, before you worry about lavas, you need to worry about your team in general, man.
Hey, man, we're the fucking Spurs. We know what's good.
The Spurs, dude. If you lose out, you ain't gonna make the playoffs.
This is true. We're talking about playoffs.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll see you there.
I don't think you will.
Can we just take a moment to realize we're talking about a fantasy RuneScape team?
Instead of 1 to 10, how fucking nerdy is that?
38.
That's about as nerdy as it gets.
38. 17.
Like, can you imagine telling somebody you're the commissioner of a fantasy RuneScape team? That's the position I'm in right now.
Like, how do you explain that to someone?
You've got a little plaque on your desk that's
Like you can talk to people about fantasy football and all is cool and well.
I know. God.
All right. Now, do you guys ever play RuneScape while you're maybe in class, at work, or doing anything else? If so, what do you do?
I don't play during work.
Never
or
played at the
school or
casino?
anything above.
Not the casino?
Not at the casino. Have not played at the casino. What am I gonna do? Bring my laptop? I don't have a laptop, so I can't just like stroll in there and sit.
Damn Rain Man.
Plus, everybody knows me at my casino. I bust that thing out on one of the high tops. They're gonna look at me like, "What are you nerding out to?" And I was like, "I ain't gonna have that."
Statistics.
I already get messed around enough by every dealer there.
You don't want to give them any more ammunition?
Yeah, we don't need any more ammunition.
opens his RuneScape and just puts the laptop in the middle of the table.
All in.
I'm all in. Fuck it.
He has nothing to bet.
I've never
Clean IRL.
I've never played RuneScape while at work, because where I work, like I'm outside and stuff. But I've played RuneScape in class a few times, and I think I just AFK'd like sharks back when I was getting 200 mil cooking. I don't really play in class anymore because Like, I feel like I have so much time devoted to RS. Like, do I really need to cram it into my class as well?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I know what you think, but I'm just saying.
I didn't play in class in high school because it's high school and you're not allowed to have phones and shit. Even they would like send me to the print.
Oh yeah,
But,
that I remember that. That was terrible.
But I'm in my first, or just finished my first semester of college, and I played a lot in class. I mostly
boy.
did Nightmare Zone or like AFK fishing. I kind of regret playing in class in one of my classes because that shit was fucking hard, and I should have paid more attention.
Did you
But,
pass it?
Yeah, I passed.
Oh well,
But I think I
no
could have done
regret,
better.
no regrets.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll probably keep doing it. Depends on the class. If the class next semester seems really hard, then I'll probably stay focused on it. But for the most part, I'll probably mostly be doing Nightmare Zone.
When I was in school, I never even bothered. I was only ever in school for like 2 hours at a time, so I couldn't be bothered lugging my laptop there and back, and then playing RuneScape, which I was just going to do for the remaining 12 hours of the day anyway. So I never really, could be bothered. Like even when I was doing homework, I wouldn't AFK anything. I'd just log out. I don't know. Maybe I'm a burnout. And as for work, where I work, yeah, it's outdoorsy, so I never really bother.
I'm a full-time streamer, so I play RuneScape while I work, technically, I guess.
Ain't seen a stream in a while. You still on vacation or
I
what?
tried to get him to stream the other night, and he was like, "Nah."
Slacking.
Christmas holiday.
Christmas
holiday for a
fucking
month.
hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Christmas holiday.
I play. Well, I mean, most of my classes I'm able to play, and although my math class I wasn't able to play in, just because I had to actually focus in that shit. But for the last 3 semesters, there's only been 2 classes that I've been unable to play RuneScape in. And while I work, I work security during the school year, pretty fucking easy to watch a damn camera and play. Some of my, I'm not gonna. My summer job, I was in an office doing just some shit. Occasionally, I would go out in the field to work, but was able to play there because I was on a fucking computer. My summer job I was able to play, my school job I'm able to play, and then school I mean, yes, yeah, play while doing it all.
Fucking gains to the mains.
I did play it once or twice in the back class in psychology. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
I always played in psychology. So fucking
That in the
easy.
back plopped up, had in a small corner of my screen with like 7 other things open, so nobody noticed.
I have a question.
When you
give a
played
shit.
in
I don't
class,
know.
when you
Fun
played
playing
in
RuneScape.
class, would you ever consider playing in the first row or something, or is it back row
I did.
only?
Back row only.
Yeah, I was
This
gonna
past
ask.
semester, I played in the front, or like in the middle.
You played
of
in the front row?
don't give a
Oh,
I was
shit.
about to ask if you guys hide it or not.
In
If people-
class,
if people try to make
absolutely,
fun of me,
dude.
I'll
You're
be
sitting
like,
in the
"Dude, I make
back
money to play
row.
RuneScape, so
Actually, I just put that shit right in the middle. I was telling them I was staking. I had like 30 people huddling around me watching this.
In the middle of class.
The chuck.
Chuck.
They were all cheering. The class was like, "Well, rip." And then it got back to normal, you know.
Psychology of gambling.
Me and Trance were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Like, imagine if you're just playing RuneScape in the back of your class and you hear a familiar RuneScape sound
Oh,
coming
the
from the
imbue-
black
the
of the,
imbue sound, you turn around.
imbue, and you just lock eyes and just nod at him.
Or no, even better. If you just hear Cap King screaming "yeah" from the back row.
Oh, that'd be good.
It's like a test and you can just hear the logs chopping, but gradually.
Ugh.
When you were playing in the front, did anyone say anything to you about playing?
dude, I've had a bunch of people approach me about RS. I made a couple friends that play RS this semester because they saw me playing in class. I saw a couple other kids playing too, and I said hi to them too. I was
What the
like,
fuck, dude? I never see motherfuckers where I live.
I've come across several people actually. The kind of surprising. But
Yeah, one of my friends is actually still playing. He got a quest tape not too long ago, so he's actually like,
pretty cool. I mean, you got more balls than me. I'm sitting in the back row every class that I play
Back row,
in.
back corner.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm in
If
computer
someone's
science,
sitting
so
next to me, I even have my laptop tilted a little bit to where like they can't get a good look. They can't get a good look at the screen.
You turn like the screen brightness down.
I see so many people just like sitting on like random games or like Reddit. I've seen so many people play Hearthstone in class. So many people.
Tell them they miss Lethal next time.
Okay. Move on. So, to the gens. How pleased are you with the growth of Hexis? We're nearing 100 members, and what do you think we can do moving forward to grow even more?
Well, hopefully, assuming the data warehouse
Pulls through.
pulls through, yes. We hopefully we'll win the Skilling Cup, and that'll be pretty big. But I guess even if it doesn't pull through, we'll still technically be Skilling Cup champions.
There are other ways
2013, 14.
Measure successfulness of a clan other than one arbitrary hour of competing in a
With purple
skill
sweets.
with an impractical method you're not going to keep up for long periods of time. I think it's pretty great. When we first made the EHP changes to let people in at 500 rather than 250, I thought it maybe help push us up from 60 to maybe 70. To get so close to 100 is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah,
One member off 100, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's going to be like a 1 millionth customer at a supermarket. Popping party poppers and everything.
it's been fantastic seeing it grow. You know, definitely didn't imagine it getting as big as it has become over the last, let's say, last 2 years. It's been incredible, and you know, for the longest time, we were sitting between like 60 to 65 members, but a lot of that was like we would have like about 40 people or so that were always there, and you would have like 10 to 20 guys like in and out, like they burning out, what have you. I think this is a lot more about retaining guys. Like people are still playing, so they're still staying around. Whereas I think earlier on, we're getting burnt out at a much higher rate than what they are now. Maybe that has a little bit to do with it, but yeah, if the Skilling Cup, if we win that, that would be great publicity. That would be great publicity for us.
Do you not have faith, Randy?
And just shit. We got some things planned for the future. If
Hey.
hopefully we can just continue to grow and continue to be successful. And
Texas is expanding into other markets, not just efficient skilling.
for those of you who aren't,
Efficient
hey, ride with me through the journey of more success.
We've actually got
We'll be
Christmas
we'll be
wear
just-
coming out.
we're selling koozies for your drinks.
Texas Santa hats.
We should start getting some bread and lasagna shirts out there.
Better
Dude, I'd
trademark
buy
that
that.
shit quick.
But yeah, I mean, it's been great.
Another one.
Been great. All right. What is your guys' favorite? Ace is a little bit newer to the Twitter environment, so he might not be great at this. But what is your guys' favorite meme? You know, for example, like DJ Khaled, Michael Jordan crying, whatever you want. What is your favorite Twitter meme?
Without a doubt, in my eyes, as of right now, nothing makes me laugh more than within seconds of something happening bad to some kind of athlete or athletic related, Twitter will chew you up and spit you out whole with a pic. They will slap the Michael Jordan crying face all over that picture, and it is. I mean, it is yet to get old to me. Like they slapped it on New York. Knicks
Yeah,
fans when they
the
drafted
hundreds of times
Porzingis.
I've seen it, it's just been beautiful.
Yeah, like flawless execution every time so far, and it comes out within like seconds. Like when the Warriors lost to the Bucks last, like a couple days ago, it had like Steph Curry with the Michael Jordan face over him.
I saw one where it was Steph and Riley at the podium, and they both had the Michael Jordan faces.
Or when Rousey lost.
Yeah. She was like going face down. Oh,
They even like Photoshop blood on MJ's face to make it look
Dude,
like
it
his
is-
ass beat.
Twitter just.
Yeah, I saw the one when Rousey was on the ground. It had like, like from the Lion King where Simba is like trying to like wake up Mufasa, like, like when he's on the ground dead.
Yeah.
It was like doing that.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen the Lion King.
Jesus Christ. Here I was worrying about Star Wars spoilers. You're going to fucking ruin the movie of the millennia.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can update with the time, Trickool. If you haven't seen Lion King, you're way
Oh,
behind.
I also like it's coming onto the scene is Michigan State's place kicker that kicked the game-winning field goal against Ohio State and then proceeded to do like 37 windmills down the field.
That was a really good one.
That's on the rise.
That's a good one.
Dude, his
Yeah.
Twitter name, this made me laugh. His Twitter name is Legatron.
No, what about that guy, Jake Butt, tight end?
Hey, his Twitter handle is J Booty. He was
He's a
big.
fucking
He was
tight
Big
end.
Ten tight end of the
Tight
year.
End.
He's a
His
tight
name
end.
is Jake Butt.
Ace, what is your favorite meme on Twitter?
You covered me when you opened it. I don't have really one. I don't know. I'm new to the Twitter game. I mean, I'm just breaking out
The
of my
Tweeter.
shell.
The tweeter game.
Do you
Twitter.
still have an egg as a picture?
No, I do not have an egg. You told me this.
Yeah, the same thing he's using right now. That's what he has, I think.
Yeah, that's what I have. I
Okay.
updated when I hit 300 mil Smith XP. It was about time that I updated everything.
Tweeter overhaul.
My favorite meme is Nick Young. You may just know him as the confused black guy. It makes me laugh no matter what the context. I laugh at it usually.
Even in a poorly executed meme.
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
You see?
I'm not gonna like retweet one that's an actual bad tweet, even though it made me laugh though.
We'll keep it basic with nice Pepe.
All right. Moving on to another question. Why don't you got, besides Aubrey and I, we stream a lot. Why don't you other guys stream more?
I do stream.
Why don't you stream more?
I'm on Christmas break.
Dude, you've been on this Christmas break for at least a month and a
And then
half.
you're gonna be on a New Year's break, Valentine's
Yeah.
break, leap year break, Easter break.
Easter break, yes. And then I got Lent. I'm giving up streaming for Lent, obviously.
Oh my god. Fuck it out.
Summer vacation from streaming, and then
Yeah.
fall break. We got it.
Typically only ever do it when I am so incredibly bored that I'm just really got nothing left to do. Nothing that I want to watch, and I just go and talk to some random people who want to watch something that I find very boring. So I don't know why
Yeah, your
you'd want
stream-
to
your
watch it
streams
in the
are terrible.
first place. Yeah.
I think Ace would be fantastic to watch stream.
Oh god, please don't
You
put me
just
on the
need-
spot
Dude,
here.
Cap King
Be
too.
competent with OBS and go and fuck about with 50 mil again, and you'll be on like top of Twitch.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
do you know how many thousands of people would have loved to watch you lose that 2 mil?
with everybody in TS too, that could have been
Big chuck.
interesting. The
That's
big-
all that. Yeah, that title one stream partnered.
Legit, you could have got like 400 or 500 viewers.
I probably could have. Oh well, I didn't think it was gonna get out of hand when I started, and then it got out of hand really quickly.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
That's what they call. That's why they call it an addiction.
Yeah. It's rough when you watch poker when you turn 12, and you have a deck of cards in your hand when you're 7. Gambling kind of just, follows you.
You ever bet? I'm gonna ask this. Have you ever bet on anything in the Kentucky Derby?
Yes.
My
go to the
roommate,
casino,
my
it's a horse
roommate
track.
today, my roommate today said he was scouting out potential horses to bet on. Like, I thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was
all about the
weird.
horse.
Like he was
It's
watching,
all about the horse.
he was looking about how it's been raised and bred and everything like that.
Bread?
Yeah.
Bred,
like
motherfucker.
lynx? Lynx?
What kind of breed? It was like breed. You were looking for breed. You weren't looking for bread. You were looking for breed. That's where you messed up. It's EED, not EAD, Brandy.
Here's a good question. I like this one. Is EHP the main reason why you play RuneScape?
At this point in my professional RuneScape career, it is the main reason. And that's because, to me, gaining EHP is fun. So, yeah.
Right now I'm not too concerned about it, but I will say definitely when I first started playing seriously, I did care a lot about EHP. I would always instantly update myself when I got 6-houred and oh, did I get 6 hours in the 6 EHP in the 6-hour log? And I'd just be upset if I didn't, that kind of stuff. I used to be pretty obsessed with it, but I don't really look at my CML gains as much as I used to.
I would say no to that. I just want to max because there was I think 7 or 8 goals that I wanted for on this game that I didn't accomplish on the other game before 07 came out, and yeah, trying to complete them on here.
No for me. I mean, it's a nice thing, but it's not the most important thing about RS or anything. It's just statistics. I mean, I played for a long time after Max, not caring about EHP, and still enjoyed the game. So, it is very addicting though, because once you start gaining EHP, you don't want to ever see your week be lower than a certain amount that you have been doing. That's what I've found since I started skilling again, and I've actually been able to play a lot. Like in high school, I didn't play as much because I didn't have as much time.
I mean, the main reason I play it is just because it's fun. EHP is just a byproduct of that. I have had a lot of fun still when I've done things that haven't given any EHP.
Fishing trawler?
It will be it will be a very memorable experience that I will never forget. So looking back on it, it's almost fun just because of that.
And a meme was born from that event.
Yeah.
I fall into the trap of many high-level players placing too much value in an too much sort of regard for an arbitrary value such as EHP. Over the course of playing, though, I've decked it less and less and less to the point where I probably update once before I log in and once before I go to bed these days, and that's about it. But even at this stage, I'm still paying for fun.
Do you guys use the auto updater?
Never for myself, but I've used it. But for tracking other people.
Fancy EHP is an auto updater for me.
How often is it?
You can you can set it to track.
Every 10 minutes anyways, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
How do you set that up? I need to learn how to set that up. That'd be great.
Download from the website.
Yeah, at the bottom right.
Yeah, I just have that, I start that when I load my computer. I have it in the for automatic startup. Have that going. Constant playing.
I don't know. I feel like if I started a program that tracked my HP gains, that would be a little weird.
Why?
How so?
I don't know. I just find it interesting how Aubrey said he didn't care about HP, but he starts a program, starts a computer
Mostly
that
just
tracks
to
his
like
HP.
get a lot of data points, so I don't have to actually like think about it and just have it going. Like no memory.
Updating for me at the moment is just a bad habit. Like, I could live my
Yeah,
life
the only time I
perfectly
manual
fine not
update is like
going
the
on
end of the day before I go to bed.
Yeah. Especially considering fishing EHP was broken for the better part of 3 months for me. There was absolutely no point of me looking at a value that was so horrendously inflated. Just was meaningless to me.
Hey, but now you're happy now that it's all fixed. You and Ginge can now go to
Lovely.
the pond happy instead of bashing your heads against the creek or pond.
Or the rock at the pond.
Yeah, that
On in peace.
pond in peace. Yeah.
All right, we've only got a few more questions left, so those of you watching, if you want to put some questions into the chat, we'll collect a few of those and add them on as we approach the end here. But a couple more questions still. Do you guys have any personal goals that are irrelevant to EHP? And if so, what are those goals?
PMod.
Oh man.
I've done most of my, like I've done a lot of completionist content that is efficient in terms of XP. I've already done most of it. The only thing that I like that's really significant I still might do is pets, but pets are just RNG and RNG is fucking annoying, so I don't know if I'll bother finishing pets. But yeah, mostly I'll be doing skilling for the
Ace.
Oh snap! It's me. Irrelevancy. My goal. Probably 400 to 600 mil smithing.
That is directly
Irrelevant
related
to
to
EHP.
EHP.
Like Abyssal Sire pet.
No, a pistol style kill first. Remember, we got to first. That's the first step. Yeah.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Well, I haven't been back since the first day when I rage quit it. So yeah.
That was a good day.
Yeah. There's been a lot of good days. TS. I really don't know. I really haven't really thought of that. Wasn't prepared for that question, Rip.
So I'll play Trouble Brewing sometime. It's fun.
No.
Even though
No.
the question says irrelevant to EHP, the answer is still the same. I just play for fun. There is no goal. I wake up.
Do you have any goal that doesn't have anything to do with XP or EHP?
I
Cup
log
of
in.
tea?
I've got, what have I got to do today? Nothing. I'll go and play RuneScape. I sit. I click snow, click the spot with a big grin on my face until I get tired or mummy calls me for food. And that's it.
Wait. You use IRL alts too?
Oh yeah. I'm a man-child after all.
Alright, all my current goals are in-game are EHP related. Something outside though, I would love to get unblocked by all of the Twitter, like all the JMod Twitter accounts.
Don't go there.
I have got myself successfully unblocked by 2 of them, and
Dan's game in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Dan's game.
there's a couple more left to go.
No, there's just already in there.
Ging's just finished watching 3 podcasts in a row, all of which you mentioned this bollocks on them.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, but we've heard it 3 times. We don't care anymore.
Hey, I'm just updating you all.
Oh, no, I don't have any. that are unrelated to PHP at the moment.
All right.
I dislike Randy.
All right. So over the whole podcast, last couple hours here, what skills have you guys been training the whole time?
I've been doing crafting on my main, doing fishing and cooking on my free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man.
Is it me? Oh my god, I don't see this question.
Yes.
It says question now.
Oh, it's me. I'm doing rune crafting, lavas and chill.
Been getting over EHP?
Yeah, I've
Just.
been getting over one. Yeah, that's, yeah, getting over one. Yeah,
1.2 to 1.3.
yeah, I've been doing good. Lagging a bit, but can't log off for another 7 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah.
I've been just slaying the whole time. Have had back-to-back Dark Beast tasks, and I started off with Black Demon. Had a Sukwa task in the middle.
God damn.
Very, very AFK, very fun.
Shit.
I've been training lavas, and I am 80k off 99 RC.
80k, that's it. Wow, you're getting close.
Yeah.
What have you
Trance?
been doing, Trance?
I'll be doing Herblore.
Getting
I've
200
been-
mil, or are you stopping?
I don't know.
I've been counting to 8 in my head over and over.
This is our
On
last
behalf of
pod.
the Hexis cast.
This is
I'd
our
like to
last.
wish you all a very happy holiday season and a very happy,
Happy
new year.
Kwanzaa.
Happy
Should we,
Kwanzaa.
should we sing a Christmas song, or are we saving that for the karaoke stream?
Saving it for Hexis caroling. I don't know
Will
when
that
the
be?
next podcast will be. Follow my Twitter at RandalicioursRS for some updates on that.
Do not follow Randy.
Follow me.
Trance
I'm the
Music.
judge, the jury, and the executioner. I'll run this bitch.
Hey, wait,
We'll
wait,
have
wait,
it when I
please
say.
call it out on stream right now. Did you come up with the Lynx Titan bread tweet all on your own?
No,
I
I
don't
did
think-
not.
Yes. And the stream.
I don't lie.
There's been plagiarism in the meme headquarters.
All right. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Have some happy holidays. See you guys later.
No one follow fucking Jekyll.
Someone just ban him.